Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks 30 Days. Today we're looking at an orange with silver shimmer, Private Reserve orange silver. I bet you would have never guessed. Thanks go out to... Wait a minute, let me make sure. Dang it, I do this every time. I need to make a cover for this. Just go to this. I haven't updated this. Fantastic. Might have been Gary and Kathy Scott. It might have been. I'm almost sure. Somebody wrote me a message. Reserve Pearl Essence Orange Silver. Yes, thanks go out to Gary and Kathy Scott for providing the sample for this review. Okay. Alright. Today's pen will be using the Pensive Pens Serendipity with a oval broad nib. Excuse me for just a second. I'm going to shut them up. Alright. Here is our comparison panel. And I don't know that you can see it very good in here, but it's all pearly S&D, but you can't, it doesn't really last long. When you're writing, it's like super small amounts of shimmer that get, I mean, at least in the Serendipity, you can see all of the shimmer that gets sucked up, and it's like super all over everywhere. But it's like that super fine mica powder that's, if you just blow on it, it'll move. So, perhaps be careful. Here is our ink swatch. And all I see is silver. And our water resistance test shows that I might not want to use this on the outside of an envelope. One, it'll create mica powder all over their machines, and they would be very cross at you, so don't do that. This is our ink splotch. Turned out really crazy. I did a little bit of swooping and swooshing about, trying to get the ink to go all over, because this is much more interesting than the regular. And our water and our toilet paper chromatography shows like a silvery bit here at the end, and then there's an orange, and then right along the edge of that orange there's a bright yellow. You really can't tell that it's yellow. It looks orange on the camera. But can you see? You can see there's an orange, and then there's a yellow right at the end. Alright, let's do some paper review. Hi, Lynette. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Let's take a look at some paper, shall we? This is the Pen and Gear Memo Book from Walmart.com. Even though this is like a super shimmer ink, you can barely see the shimmer. but it's there. It's nice. I like it. The one interesting thing that I've noticed about all of these pearlescent private reserve ink is they are like super fast drying. Like all of these other ones have like a trail after a swipe. This is almost an instantaneous swipe, and this is a 5-second swipe. Driving home from work. Okay, well, be careful. So you can see that they dry super fast. So if you're looking for like spread or anything like that, if it's gonna happen in like the first 1 or 2 seconds. And the same thing happened when I did the turquoise silver. So I just thought I would point that out. Tiny bits of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. Super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Even though I might not use the backside of that paper because it's transparent. Lightweight traveler's notebook paper. I don't really see any shimmer. Oh, I can see it if I look real close. Really close. But not as much as like the Blue Moon or like any of the other ones. It's like that super fine mica powder that's really, really small. At least this, you can see it looks chunky in this one. And this one you can barely even see it. So, this one did have a little bit of swiping, swiping power, so no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. .52 GSM Tomoe River paper. This one also had swiping power. No feathering. Nice shimmer, bleeding, and ghosting. I would not use the backside of this paper. First time, well, maybe the second time. Yeah, the private reserve turquoise came through it too. So if you guys are thinking thoughts about getting these private reserve inks, you won't be able to use the back of the Tomoe River because it will feather. It'll bleed through the book. Let's check out some more paper. This is Moleskin 70 GSM. No feathering. Bleeding and ghosting. I would not use the backside of this paper. Ayush 100 GSM paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Let's see. In each of these you can kind of see the shimmer. But like if you're not looking for it, you're not going to notice it from afar. So 80 GSM Rhodia dot pad. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. The journal from the Dollar Tree. No feathering, no tiny bits of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. The Premier Premium Journal from the 99-cent store. Dried really fast. The others not so much. The journal smeared on the first second, and this one did not. So, something to look out for if you're using these cheaper notebooks. They dry super fast, and there's no feathering. But there's a little bit of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. Nemesine 80 GSM. No feathering. A little bit of shimmer. Tiny bits of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. Oxford optic paper. No feathering, nice shimmer. Bleeding and ghosting, I would not use the backside of this paper. Clairefontaine, 90 GSM. A little bit of spread, nice shimmer, no feathering. Tiny bits of ghosting. This is just like light enough of ghosting. I might use the backside of this paper. Lamy Booklet, 90 GSM. No feathering. Tiny bits of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Nice shimmer, no feathering. No tiny bits of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. Unison composition book from Target for 50 cents. Nice shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. The True Red composition book from Staples.com. No swiping. Nice shimmer. Barely any shading. No feathering, bleeding, and ghosting. I would not use the backside of this paper. Fabriano Eco Qua, 85 GSM. A little bit of swiping, a little bit of shading, a little bit of shimmer. No feathering, tiny bits of bleeding, tiny bits of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. The Nanami 7 Seas A5 68 GSM New Tomoe River paper. Huge swipe. Nice shimmer, no shading, no feathering. Tiny bits of ghosting. I might use the backside of this paper. U-Style notebook paper. No swiping. No. A little bit of shimmer. No feathering. No tiny bits of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. CVS Caliber notebook paper. Nice shimmer, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Oxford notebook paper. A little bit of swiping on the 1 second and the 5 second, so that's interesting. Did this have swiping too? Yes, this one, the CVS all had swiping on the 5 too. So it's going to take a little bit longer to dry on this stuff too. A little bit of shading, a little bit of shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. Mead wide rolled notebook paper. Super fast drying. No feathering. Little bit of shimmer, little bit of shading. Bleeding and ghosting. I would not use the backside of this paper. Five-star notebook paper from Mead. Barely any swiping. A little bit of shading. A little bit of shimmer, no feathering. Bleeding and ghosting, I would not use the backside of this paper. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Tiny bit of swiping. No shimmer. Nope, little bit of shimmer. Little bit of shading, no feathering. Barely any ghosting. I would totally use the backside of this paper. J&B Copperplate Graph Pad from John Neal Books. No swiping. Barely any shimmer. No shading. No feathering. Bleeding and ghosting. I would not use the backside of this paper. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. No swiping. No shimmer that I can see of. A little bit of shading, no feathering. A little bit of ghosting. I might not use the backside of this paper. It's very interesting that you come into my chat today, Lynette. A friend of mine this morning was telling us on our devotions that her grandkids call her Grandy, and everyone was saying what their family called them, and I told them that my brother and sister call me Bubba. my work, my daughter calls me Mom. My co-workers call me Your Majesty. My rave children call me Miss Marilyn. My rave grandchildren call me Grandma. So I have all kinds of names. And my boss calls me the C word. We don't speak about the C word. Well, oh, wait a minute. I'm forgetting something. We have to do a comparison panel. I got excited. Alright. Let's do a comparison panel. This really isn't coming across in color very good. And there's like no way to fix the color of this to accurately represent this color. So if you're looking to get a really fast drying ink, it's orange and has a little bit of silver luster dust in it, and you have a Fountain Pen Revolution Jaipur, this would be perfect for you. But if you don't have a Jaipur, you're going to have a hard time getting this through a feed. So just take that into consideration. Alright, this is Pirate Reserve Orange Silver next to Noodler's Dragon Napalm, Laban Apollo, Monteverde Mandarin Orange, Robert Oster Orange, Jaban Orange Indian, Pannonia, Resvora's Copper, Van Diemen's Sailor's Delight, Diamine Sunset, Sailor Apricot, Jacaba Orange Soleil, Noodler's Summer Tanager. I hate Summer Tanager. Bleeds on everything. Mont Blanc Lucky Orange, Diamine Pumpkin, Diamine Peach Haze, Diamine Peach Punch, Birmingham Marigold, Colorverse Tango, Diamine Deep Dark Orange, Diamine Vintage Copper, Tasha Shirako Koyami, KWZ Monarch, Pen BBS 154, Califolio Inti, Kyoiro Moonlight of Higashiyama, Pure Pens Pending Sands, Jaba, Cornaline de Egypt, Colorverse Martian, Ferris Wheel Press Autumn in Auburn, Birmingham Solar Storm, Diatramentus Mahatma Gandhi, these are similar, MMD California Sunset, Sailor Manyo Yamabuki, Noodlers Operation Overlord Orange, Noodlers Apache Sunset, Stipula Saffron, these are similar, Lamy Mango, these are more similar, Monteverde Mango Mousse, these are almost, these could be twins, and Monteverde Topaz. What did you guys think of today's ink? Are you guys looking for a orangey ink with some silver shimmer? Let me know in the comment section below. That is all for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed that one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back very soon with another video. So, take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.